Good Thursday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Joseph Peterson, and let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Thursday. Now, looking at the radar right now, as you can see, we do have a couple of scattered showers that did just turn into scattered showers. As you can see, they kind of look like some downpours at first over near Conway, Loris, and Florence as well. Also up here inside of Winsboro, we do have a couple of showers going through there right now. And over here inside the upstate, obviously, we have a whole bunch of activity going on up there in terms of thunderstorms. We have a severe thunderstorm warning just near Anderson, as a strong line of storms is moving through there now. And we do have special weather statements in front of the storms as well, just to the west of Greenwood. That will sweep across and go all the way through. So everyone's going to get pretty much a taste of that. And we also do have this huge open space. Nothing's going on, and that's not the thing that you want to see usually before a storm is clear conditions. Not really clear condition, but like no rain, no precipitation, no morning rain, anything. It's just nice. Nothing's going on, and that fuels the atmosphere more for these storms right here. So we're gonna have to see what happens. Now, usually, sometimes it doesn't always intensive storms are really, really bad. But I know sometimes it can, and this is one of those times that maybe it could. It just determines on what happens. So looking at the radar right now, we do have tornado watches for Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia. It does include like Atlanta, Huntsville, just to the north of Birmingham, and eastern Mississippi. As well as at that Boeing line segment of storms is moving through. We do have some coastal flood watches up here for the northeast, and we also do have some flood watches as well going in for like Des Moines. Same thing over here. We do have some winter storm advisories, winter storm warnings for the Rockies, freeze warnings for a part of New Mexico, and some dense fog advisories down here as well. Include like San Antonio, Austin. So watch out for some fog down there. And then we also do have heat advisories as well for like very, very southern Texas. Here's our cloud cover right now. And you can kind of see the clearing down there on radar. Not on radar, but on your screen right now. You can see the clear spots, the clear ground, just like to like the west of Charleston, just to the north of Savannah as well, and that's the clearing that I'm talking about right there. In terms of cloud cover for the future, obviously you can see the line segment kind of like if you follow my cursor, kind of like right here. So if we go ahead and push it forward, you can go on ahead and already see that the cloud cover is going to actually decrease a lot. And then when that line segment finally decides it wants to try to go through, it's going to be going into a clear environment. This is like the next couple of hours. It's going to be going in a nice clear environment. And then look at it around 13 hours out from now, we could be looking at some potential complete cloud cover over South Carolina. And then once that storm system moves out the way, we're going to get some more clearing after that. And then a little bit more clouds are going to try and build in, but it's not going to be as much as the first time. Here is our current temperature: 71 in Columbia, 75 in Charleston, 75 in Myrtle Beach, 73 in Augusta, 68 in Anderson and Greenville, and 70 inside of the Rock Hill. Here's our high temperatures for today: 86 in Columbia, 87 Charleston, 86 in Myrtle Beach, 80 in Greenville and Anderson, 79 in Spartanburg, 81 in Rock Hill. Here's our peak sustained winds for today. Peak sustained winds around a good 15 miles per hour. It's not going to really get any more higher than that, around 14 to 17 miles an hour today. Even though there are some spots up there, like in the upstate, that can get up to 25 because of those lakes up there and the mountains. That will kind of increase it a little bit. But then once we get to peak gust today could get around a good 20 to 25, maybe even a 30 mile per hour one. Could not be ruled out, but I'd say around a good 20 to 25 miles per hour is what we're going to be watching for gusts for today. Not going to be a lot. Forecasted precipitation for the next 24 hours around 1.5 inches are possible in Anderson, 1 inch in Greenwood, half an inch in Columbia, Sumter, around a good half an inch in Winsboro, half an inch in Camden, around a good inch or so in Greenville, half an inch in Spartanburg, half an inch in Rock Hill, half an inch Charleston, an inch inside of Hilton Head Island, and a good tenth of an inch only for Dillon, Chirag, and Myrtle Beach as well. Here's our day one SPC outlook. As you can see, we have an enhanced risk down there for mainly the low country of South Carolina. Like, this is like the low country of South Carolina. Like Beaufort, Colleton County, Jasper County, South Carolina, all those counties as well. That enhanced risk does come with a 2% risk for tornadoes, a little 5% on the top side. But here's our tornado risk right here. The entire state of South Carolina is inside of either a 2% chance of tornadoes or a 5% chance of tornadoes. That includes like Columbia, Augusta, maybe places like Anderson as well. All of y'all are under a 5% risk, but everyone else is under a 2% risk for tornadoes. Damaging hail is also another big question. If you're in like Rock Hill, Myrtle Beach, places like that, Georgetown, you're in a 5% risk of damaging hail, but anywhere else, you're inside of a 15% risk. That's that yellow area right there. Green, 5%, yellow, 15%. And here's damaging wind. If you're in the red, that enhanced risk, you're inside of the 30% risk of damaging winds. And if you look up there, for South Carolina, the rest of the state is inside of a 15% risk of damaging winds as well. So yes, this is going to be a pretty interesting day. We're going to have to see what happens. We'll see if we get any tornado reports. If I could go live, I would go live. But I simply cannot, because obviously I have things to do today. So I cannot go live for this event. If I could, I would. But I can't. So you're just going to have to watch out. Make sure that you pay attention to your warnings on your phone. Severe thunderstorm warning. We did just get another severe thunderstorm warning for Abbeville and Greenwood as well. Calhoun Falls, Anderson, Waterloo, and Cross Hill, and 96 inside of South Carolina. That expires at 10:15 a.m. And that's with wind gusts of up to 60 miles an hour. So you have to watch out for that if you're in that area. Also a bunch of flood advisories as well, like Anderson's in a flood advisory. Southern Greenville's in a flood advisory for some very high rain totals, around like a couple of inches could fall or so. So let's go ahead and talk about the models and talk about what the world are they talking about for now or for today. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to look at the 11Z instead. Usually I'd look at like the 6Z, but we're really only talking about today. I'm not really talking about anything else. So if we go ahead, here it is right here. There goes the tornado watch over there in Georgia. If we go ahead and push it forward, there goes that line segment right there. Here we go, like 11 a.m. And then as it pushes down, you can see even down near Sumter, some storms up there in Conway, Myrtle Beach. Honestly, if there was like an area that I think would probably not get the worst storm, there probably might not even get a storm. It's probably up there in Myrtle Beach and Conway. Obviously the models are going to be wrong with placement, but just if this was how it played out right here, y'all would not really have to worry about anything. Just a couple of rain showers, but everyone else from like just to the west of Georgetown all the way to the South Carolina Georgia border, y'all have to watch out definitely for some severe storms. So you definitely have to watch out for that. With that tornado threat, 2% chance of tornadoes, the spin up tornado cannot be ruled out. Damaging winds and hail is all the threat with this. And this is going to really happen around the good 4 to 5 o'clock time frame, around that time. Once you get to around the Charleston area, Columbia, it will be around 1 o'clock. Orangeburg around 3 o'clock. Ridgeville all the way down to Charleston around 5 o'clock. 4 to 5 o'clock, I'd say. Places like Allendale, Hampton around 4 o'clock. Beaufort, 5 to 6 o'clock. So just some of those places up there in the upstate, y'all already getting it right now. And so at this point, there goes the line segment, and it's gonna be gone. And look at this nice weather after it's gone. It will bring some cooler conditions. So around not like wintertime cool conditions, but you'll be able to feel it for sure. Maybe like low temperatures in like the low 80s, maybe in like the low 60s as well. So it won't be like chilly chilly. Like it'll still be pretty hot, but it won't be as hot as it's been. But that's all that I have. So everyone have a fantastic Thursday. Be safe out there. If you get put on a tornado warning, make sure you take shelter. If you're in a severe thunderstorm warning, get indoors and watch out if it is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. That's like 80-mile-per-hour winds, even though I don't think that that's possible. Same thing with hail as well, but nothing can be impossible with the 15% risk. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Everyone have a fantastic Thursday, and I'll be back this evening at 9 o'clock with another forecast update.